Judge, this is a case of Cassidy's.
Thank you. You all may be seated. Miss Cassidy, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
We were married for several years, and he adopted my son from my first marriage, which meant my first husband relinquished all rights, and he doesn't want to take care of the child anymore now that we're divorced.
Okay, sir, is there a reason you don't want to take care of your son?
Well, he's not my son.
Well, yes, he is. You adopted him.
I thought I was in love with her. I just wanted to please her.
So you didn't really love the child at all, your son? Because he is your son, just so we're clear. You're not going to be able to say things like, it's not my child. You adopted this child legally. This is your child.
Well, he's not blood. He's her son. He's not my blood son. He's a redhead.
What does that have to do with anything, the color of his hair?
Kids.
What does the color of his hair have to do with anything?
I just always hated redheaded kids.
Okay. How did the two of you meet?
Well, I had been divorced several years, and I'm a...
All right, folks, brace yourselves. This courtroom clash is about to get wild. The video opens off with some high-stakes, cinematic music as Judge Vonda Bailey takes her seat, setting the tone for what's shaping up to be a fiery legal clash. The energy. In the room, electric enter Miss Cassidy, calm but visibly fired up. She lays it all out. Her ex-husband voluntarily adopted her son from a previous marriage, but now that they're divorced, he's turning his back, refusing to provide for the child. Once pledged to raise as his own, then the ex-husband Chinese in, and things escalate fast. He tries to dodge responsibility coldly, stating he's not my biological son, H. the Gasts, but Judge Vonda Bailey. She's not buying it for a second. She slams. That argument down hard, reminding in, and the whole courtroom that adoption isn't just symbolic. It's a binding legal responsibility every bit as real as biology. The drama is sky-high, and trust me, we're only scraping the surface.
Yes, he's a farmer.
Ma'am, I will give you your opportunity to speak in just a moment, okay? Go ahead, sir.
So my friends took me out to a club. I call them mammary clinics. Took me out to a mammary clinic for my birthday. And that's where I met her. And she strapped it to me. And I fell in love with her that night. And
You fell in love enough to adopt her son?
to marry her, because I thought I was in love with her.
Okay.
And so we got married, and she coaxed me into adopting her kid.
Okay, you
The
adopted
redheaded
the
one.
child.
Yeah.
And you're here today because she wants you to
Pay child support.
pay
for
child
that
support
kid.
and take care of your child.
He's more of a ballerina than he is a boy.
What do you mean by a ballerina?
I don't want that kid. He's.
Sir, you adopted this child.
Well, let his own father adopt him back.
Wait a minute. His father terminated his rights and you adopted this child.
Well, she can talk.
Well, I'm
somebody
not
else
about
that-
to play this game with you, sir. Mr. Cassidy, we're not doing that today, okay? This is your child. You legally adopted the child. And you can be legally responsible for paying child support as well.
Well, his first dad gave up his rights. How come I can't give up my rights?
Well, you know what? We're not doing that today. Today, you're going to take care of this child, okay?
Okay, what?
And you're not going to give him up because he's a...
Now, here's where it gets juicy. The ex-husband admits he only adopted the child to please Miss Cassidy, not because he actually cared about the kid, and then wait for it. He calls the child a ballerina and starts complaining about the kid's red hair. Seriously, guys, he's out here acting like the color of the child's hair has anything to do with being a parent. Miss Cassidy even discloses she colored the child's hair to attempt to make him more accepting. Can you believe that the judge is visibly annoyed, and honestly? So are we. This guy's justifications are beyond shallow, and it's evident he's more interested on himself than the well-being.
No.
He don't fish.
Sir, Mr. Cassidy, how much money do you make a year?
Approximately 83.
83,000. And ma'am, now I'm to you. What does this mean, farmer?
I'd rather not go into detail.
Good.
Okay. $83,000 a year. And sir, you said, how many other children do you have?
I have two.
2, okay. So you have 3 kids
They're
total.
not redheaded either.
Sir, the color of their hair should not affect whether or not you decide to be a father to those children versus your adopted son. You understand?
I understand.
Okay. Well, as long as you understand. I
Judge?
have your gross. Yes, ma'am.
So I've dyed the little boy's hair now, so he.
What color is his hair now, ma'am?
His hair is the same color of his now.
And you all are aware that the color of this child's hair doesn't matter in terms of the financial responsibility, right?
I understand that, but he doesn't, so I'm just trying to make it to where he
I don't want to
likes
buy
his son.
tutus for
You
the
know
rest
what?
of
It
his
is
life.
ridiculous she even had to dye the child's hair to even make you receive any type of comfort, sir. That's ridiculous. Now, at $83,000 a year, I have your gross at $6,916.67.
Wow.
Who carries health insurance for this child?
I do.
How much is it for the child only?
$230 a month.
$230. Okay, sir, you're going to reimburse that to her monthly. Yes, you are. And your net comes out to $5,482.88.
Oh my. Oh.
Yes. What do we need to call an ambulance? You okay? Oh, okay.
Yeah, maybe an ambulance might help me.
Okay, well, right now I'm getting ready to help you with these numbers, okay?
Or a
Giving you
12
credit for
gauge.
the other children that you have. Your child support obligation is $808.72 plus the health insurance reimbursement of $230 a month. That makes your monthly obligation $1,038.72.
Okay, that's gonna.
Okay, and you can afford it. It's you make $83,000, sir.
The judge calculates child support and addresses the ex-husband's excuses. Asterisk. Next up, the judge gets down to business. She reviews the ex-husband's income $83,000 a year and calculates his monthly child support $88. $75 plus $230 for health insurance, but of course he's not happy about it. He starts whining about his farming overhead costs, like that's somehow an excuse to skip out on supporting his kid. Miss Cassidy tries to request back pay, but the judge explains. It wasn't mentioned in the paperwork, therefore she can't grant it. The ex-husband's caustic comments about farming and his expenses only make things worse. The judge is having none of it, though, and sternly reminds him that he's legally bound to support the child no matter how he feels about it.
Well, there's a lot of overhead for farming.
Well, you know what?
Well-
Dye your hair red.
Well, that's not going to help me pay my bills. That's
It
not going to help
might.
me feed my cattle.
Well, you know what? You might want to choose some different alternatives.
Well, you got to eat. That's what. Where do you think your food comes from?
You grow my food?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And I pay for it from you, right?
Well, yeah.
Okay. Well, guess what? You're going to continue to grow your food, and you're going to take care of this child, who's now the hair is dyed because you had a problem with the color of the child's hair. Ridiculous. Is there anything further here?
Yes, the last year that he hasn't paid, can he pay the back pay as well?
You know what? That is a great question. Are you asking for back pay today, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, unfortunately, you did not put that in your paperwork that you filed with the court requesting.
So just when you think this case can't get any wilder, Miss Cassidy drops a hilarious suggestion. Maybe the ex-husband U.S. Ben could avoid child support by remarrying her. The judge actually laughs at this one, but quickly clarifies that this isn't a reunification court. She dismisses the case and orders the ex-husband to pay up. But even with the ruling, the ex-husband's attitude is still dismissive and unapologetic, it's clear. He doesn't get it and probably never will. This segment ends with a mix of humor and frustration, leaving us shaking our heads at the sheer audacity of this guy.
Unfortunately, if you did not ask previously, I can't award it to you.
Okay.
So, monthly obligation. Listen,
Judge, there's another
you don't
option.
need all of that.
If he wants to come back and remarry me, we can do that. Then he won't have to worry about child support.
Well, that's an option.
I'm going back to my ex-wife.
That's an option.
I've got my other wife and kids. They're coming back. We're back
Just
together.
thought as long as he was
okay.
going back and forth, you know.
Oh, well, I'm glad to see you.
No going back.
Well, I'm glad to see that you moved on, and I'm glad to see that you're open to that possibility. But unfortunately, this is not reunification court.
Maybe she
This is
should go
child
back to the
support court.
memory clinic and go to
So,
work.
well, guess what? If there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Want to give that to your wife? Maybe she'll have you comb your hair.
Get out here.
Finally, lawyer Vonda Bailey steps in to break it all down for us. She explains the legal implications of St. Parent adoption under Texas law emphasizing that adopting a child creates a lifelong responsibility even after divorce. Bailey encourages viewers to subscribe and share their stories, reminding us that these cases are about more than just legalities. They're about the lives of children. The segment ends on an educational note, tying the emotional drama of the case to its broader legal context. And honestly, after watching this, you'll never look at child support cases the same way again.